Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of This Bed We Made. It's been a while since I have played this, but as I just logged on, she just said it's been a while. Why do I associate the key with room 505? So obviously at the end of our other one we were looking for the other key here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. So if she's just obviously given me a hint just as I've just come in. And I accidentally took this. There we go. We got some money there. But I want to clean up though. Should we clean up? I keep saying that. Last episode I know I didn't want to clean up, but what's that? This letter has been sent to you and been around the world 3 times. Oh yeah, this is the chain letter, isn't it? We want to throw that away. That's just a load of rubbish. And we got a tip of the lovely people. So I guess we're doing some tidying up. I don't really want to throw too much stuff away. But we can clean. It's just not exactly like a message on the door saying that we can't clean, is there really? So let's just get this cleaned up before we go and have a look what she meant about room 505. There we go. I just don't like seeing stuff messy, to be honest. And I was like, oh, should we not clean it? There we go. And the toilet. Just gotta make sure that her rings don't fall down the toilet for a start. Okay, yeah, she burnt her husband, didn't she? His picture. So we gotta go to room 505 by the looks of it. Which room's this? 506. 505 was this one next door, wasn't it? So she says she saw it in this room. So I still need to find the code. That's the other key, isn't it? The code to open up the other suitcase in the other room as well. Just thinking. Oh, look. It's there.
Huh, there you are. With Marcella.
Ooh.
God knows where she is.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth.
Bean, I've been meaning to speak with you.
Oh, about what?
Well, a little birdie told me Mr. Morgan and Mr. Cruz had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who's your little birdie?
Jacques. Apparently it got so heated he had to get involved. And listen to this. It sounds like I was on the right track, 'cause he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Wanna guess what it is?
Affair?
Affair?
Bingo.
Oh, we're right.
Did Jack hear anything else?
From what he told me, it seemed like Mr. Cruz was accusing Mr. Morgan of having an affair with his wife. Wouldn't have expected Mrs. Cruz to fall for a man like Morgan, but I guess the heart wants what the heart wants.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
Oh, and the other one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Wait, so Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that are both needed to open a mysterious chest? Yeah, there's definitely something going on here.
Yep, can sure say that. I think they're having an affair. The answer probably lies in the chest. Maybe they're just good friends.
Yeah, but the answers probably lie in that chest, and I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Yeah.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, hold on. I may have an idea. Get me a candle and some plaster, and And maybe I can do something about that pesky chest.
How?
I'll tell you later. Just find me those things and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I manage to leave my post.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
Come on, you know I wouldn't let you down.
Candle and plaster, hey? Oh, didn't mean to press that one. Might as well close that. I keep going to close stuff and I press the wrong thing. Like I said, it has been a while since I've played this. So we need some plaster. I think there was some down here. Let's have a look. Well, or is it the other side? Oh yeah, is that plaster?
Great. This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, doesn't Rebecca keep some in her locker downstairs?
Okay, so we gotta go downstairs for the candles. I love this. Look at the snow, it's so pretty. So very, very pretty. Maybe we should close some of these doors as well. We'll just be leaving them all open for anybody to go in. Here we go. So we gotta go into Rebecca's locker. Oh. Okay, where is the lockers?
Who's in there? Have you asked Eugene? I told him fixing the window should be a top priority, and...
Oh, I'd very much like to speak to him, trust me, but I just can't find him. He's nowhere to be found.
Eugene's disappeared. I thought we did the
It's locked.
window for him anyway. Oh, I got an achievement. I didn't see what it said though.
It's locked.
Eugene. Okay, we're in Eugene's locker. Inspect. Half the washing machines are out of order because of this. I won't be able to finish our current load in time, and Beth will be forced to offer guests an apology discount. Please fix the machine before Bernard kills me, Rebecca. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can... What? Nope, nothing else. I was trying to see if we could see what that was down there, but it won't let us. Ooh. You're just looking in everyone's locker.
The way they look at each other. You can tell it's the real deal.
Oh, whose locker's this? Can't really press anything else. Whose locker was that? Can't really
Off
see.
limits.
We need a candle. Break room.
Where are you going?
What do you want? Are you here to apologize?
Apologize? I'm not the one who should be apologizing.
You're such an idiot. I can't believe that I fell in love with you.
Wait,
What?
I want my mother's ring back.
There. I don't want it anyway.
Ooh, fighting. Listening to everybody's conversations. Anybody know where a key is? To whoever keeps stealing my lunch, I want my Tupperware back. Okay. We need to find Rebecca's locker. Ah, here it is, this way. Can we put our...
It's locked.
That's what I want to do in ours. I want to put our money in if I can. Can we put our money in?
All right.
There
We're
we are.
getting somewhere. Now, to resist the temptation to spend it on a burger at Harry's.
Okay, let's close ours up. Rebecca's is already open. That's handy. What do we have? just reading people's letters. The VIP guest in room 602 is getting on my nerves. He keeps ordering food that's not on the menu. We don't usually do special orders, but Bernard was adamant that we make all of his wishes come true. Do I look like a goddamn genie? That's not even the worst of it, though. Every night he barges in the kitchen as if it was at home, asking for meat for all precious little terriers. Who feeds dogs $4 roast beef? I can't even afford $4 roast beef myself, Bobby. Oh, that's funny.
So you do have a stash of candles. But where is it?
The kitchen is out of power again, and I can't barely see anything. Bernard wants us to continue working, but I'm not risking chopping off my fingers for that blowhard. Didn't you start hoarding candles since the last power outage? I remember you saying you never wanted to be caught in the dark basement again. Where's your stash? It's urgent, please, Bobby. Okay, so it's not going to be that easy to find the stash then. Is it in the toilet?
I'm good.
Yeah, she doesn't want to go to the toilet.
Wait, is this you, Beth?
Oh my goodness.
What on earth led to this picture being taken?
Oh, I love Beth. She's so ace.
Didn't I find one of these in Anne's room too? The White Cat must be a popular spot. Are you looking to buy land? I know you grew up on a farm. Maybe you're looking to get back to nature.
Ooh, Beth, what you doing? No, I don't want Inspector One to close. There we go. So where are these candles? Wendy's? Any in Wendy's? No, nothing interested in Wendy's. Nothing interesting at all.
Off limits.
Off limits. So where was she hoarding? Oh, okay, we got to place the key back there. Oh, the break room. We got to hopefully get our key. Whose purse is that? Don't know. Laundry room. Can we go in here now? Maintenance. I think we tried going in here, didn't we? But we couldn't. Candles, where are you? Any around here? Can we just ask Rebecca? Or will it be a no-go thing? W and J. They're everywhere. There's got to be some candles somewhere. Can't go in there. I know we've been in here. Oh, cup.
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
It does add up.
I don't always get fashion, but these are fun to look at. When half the pages haven't been cut out.
I really can't think of where these candles could be stashed. Okay. Oh, I heard a rat. Sounded like a rat. Doesn't look like there's any down here, does it? Any in here?
No candles, but this looks like the laundry room.
Oh. Is that a clue for us? We've already read that.
People don't usually leave. Fine. Keep. It's locked.
It's locked. Laundry room.
Oh, right. My keys are still in the break room.
Where is the break room? Do we need to go and get the master key again? Oh, this is the break room. I don't know where our key is though. I thought they would have been up there. Might have to go back to get the master key. That's the... So this doesn't look like the break room was in at the start of the game. Or it could just be me. Just lost the plot. Okay. Because there's... Oh yeah, it is, yeah, because we got answered the phone. They were fighting in there. But our keys...
Now's not the time tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
But our key's definitely not in here. So can I get those keys that I put in here? To go into the laundry. No, it won't let me now. Oh, no. Found them.
Gotta hold on to these tight.
Found them. Okay. Laundry it is. Okay, so we reckon that... Could they be in the broken washing machine? Okay, Rebecca, the washing machines are not broken. The problem comes from the pipes. They're completely frozen. It's only a matter of time before they burst and flood the entire basement. I've warned Bernard about this issue last winter, but of course he only cares about renovating the parts of the hotel the guests can see. Behind that nice facade, everything is crumbling. I'll see what I can do, but it's not maintenance we need. It's freaking miracle, Eugene. It sure is. It's got to be around here somewhere, doesn't it?
Ooh, is this a movie script?
Ooh, needs more murders and killer tornado. Not catchy enough title. Why cut the scene inside the nose? Best part of the script. Ooh, nice. So where can these candles be then? Open? Open? Just gonna keep looking. Just open everything. Gonna be like, what has somebody done in here? What are they looking for? Aha! Candle!
Stash uncovered. Reb,
Nice.
you won't got a candle. Now, what next?
We got to go to Beth. We finally did it. We found the plaster.
There you are.
Candle.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, when I was little, we had padlocks on many of the farm's sheds. My dad would always lose the keys, so one day he made a mold of them using wax and plaster. I was thinking of doing the same.
That's
Are you
clever.
sure it's gonna work?
Absolutely not. But hey, I guess we won't know until we try.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this. Okay, to start, we need to pour the wax from the pot.
Okay, I'm doing this. Oh my god. It's gonna go everywhere.
Have you done this before? You're a real pro. Now, time to put the key into the wax. Let's give it a few seconds, so the mold really takes form.
You're gonna have to
Okay,
get all the
I
wax
think
off
you
the
can
key
remove
then.
it. Well, we're almost there. Just pour the cup of plaster into the mold.
Is that it?
All right. Now we wait for it to dry.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know. I guess we'll keep poking it every now and then.
Keep
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
Indeed. But I like it. It's rare that this job allows me to use my creative side.
Your creative side.
Well, granted, this key won't end up in any museum, but I enjoy the occasional artistic endeavor.
Like making collages, like taming alligators, like
Like drawing?
Oh, God, no. I once drew a dress that everyone mistook for a birthday hat. I never drew again after that. What about you? Haven't I seen you drawing in that journal of yours?
Yeah, I doodle a little.
Hey, you should show me one day. I'd love to see your art.
Yeah,
Okay, but promise not to laugh.
What? I never, ever do that. I know I make fun of pretty much everything, but not people's art. That's their soul. I'm sure it's beautiful.
Thanks.
What do you like to draw anyway?
It's kind of silly, but I've started working on this little comic in which I imagine my life as a celebrity.
A celebrity?
Yeah. I've always found the lives of famous people so fascinating, you know? And I kind of envy them sometimes. All the drama, the excitement.
Yeah, because we're really lacking in drama and excitement today.
Well, today's the exception.
I'm sure there's something else in your life that excites you.
Well, I do like sailing.
Excuse me? You sail? On a boat?
I used to, with my grandpa. But when he died, we had to sell the boat to pay off his debts.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to go with you.
Maybe it'd be possible to borrow a boat for a day. I think one of Grandpa's friends still has his.
Really? That would be great. I just love trying new things.
I'll see what I can do.
Are we trying to make them lovers?
Hey,
'Cause
look.
that's so sweet.
I think it's dry.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not. Well, I should get back upstairs before Bernard notices my absence, if he hasn't already. Let me know how it goes with the key.
Will do, Beth.
Oh, and be careful while turning it, okay? You wouldn't want it to break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
No problem.
Oh yeah, that's true. You really don't want it to break. Should we really clean this up? Yeah. Okay, we got an achievement for making a key double. So let's go and see what's in this. Thought he was gonna like jump out of room 505 then or something. Okay. Oh, I'm so scared to do this now.
Be careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break.
I feel like it's going to. Hold and move it to turn the key. Oh, I like how that opens. Okay, what do we have?
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
Okay. So we got to work that one out as well. I hope you get better. Try to rest today. I will bring you some hot soup after class,
Huh. Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, there's some more. I can barely listen to Sister Miller's lecture today in secret language. Also, all I do is look at your lips and imagine kissing you. I can't wait for tonight, Em. Ooh. Dear Anne, I have just heard Doris Day on the radio and it made me think of you. I know how much you love Sentimental Journey, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Last time I was in Texas, I felt like coming home. Now, strangely, I feel away from home. I wish you were here with me. I always feel at home in your arms. I can hardly believe it has been 5 weeks since we last saw each other. Sometimes I wonder if I might be going crazy. You are always in my head. Everything reminds me of you, not only songs on the radio, but silly things like the flowers in our garden that smell of a shampoo. Or when people say the word darling and I can hear you say it with your lovely French accent, darling. My family seem to have noticed my odd behavior, but of course I cannot tell them about you, even though I wish I could. I feel like climbing on the roof of the tallest building in Austin and shouting my feelings for you from top of my lungs. God, I sound like a giddy teenager in love the very first time. Maybe I am. Sometimes I am scared that all this time with you was nothing but a dream too good to be true. I am afraid that when I return to Montreal, I will realize you never existed. Or if you do exist, you don't remember me. I wish I had a picture of the two of us so I would know for sure it was real. I long for your embrace and a taste of your sweet lips. I love you, M. Aww. Oh, this must be when they were kids or something. Dear Anne, I am sorry it took me so long to answer your last letter. Has it been 6 months already since I left Montreal? As you always say, le temps passe si vite. My parents are glad I am done with my studies. They always thought it was a strange idea for me to go to university. Now that they want me to find a husband and have children, like any other woman, I think I will. Those past few months, I had a lot of time to reflect on our relationship. You know my feelings for you, and I hope you never forget how much I love you, but we cannot hide our heads in the sand any longer. We were lucky our story lasted as long as it did, and foolish to think it would last forever. Our love is forbidden and hidden, and hiding it from our family is proving more and more difficult every day. You will always have a special place in my heart, but I believe it is time for us to go our separate ways. Aww, I like that they speak about Doris Day as well. My youngest loves Doris Day. Okay, can we put the letters back? Because we don't exactly want to keep everything. And then we're going to close that. I'm just thinking, can we... I was thinking, could we take the key, but not? Okay. So, we had...
That riddle's a toughie. Maybe I need a fresh pair of eyes on it.
What riddle? Oh, this one? Anne's riddle. According to one of the letters in the chest, Anne bought some of the needful letters. Okay.
There's no shame in asking for help, Sophie. 2 heads are better than 1, especially when dealing with riddles.
Really? I want to look at this sort of stuff. So they want us to ask somebody else. I want to see if there's anything. Room 5. Anne's correspondence. Okay, so I think it wants us to ask someone. Maybe Beth? Should we see if we can ask Beth or not? Okay, we can't. Can we phone? We can.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth. Got a minute?
For you, always, Bean.
I opened the chest in room 507.
You did? Damn, I have to admit I didn't really believe in our little plaster key, but way to go.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised as well. It's quite sturdy.
So, spill it. What's in the chest?
A riddle.
A riddle?
I think it was written by Mrs. Beaumont for Mrs. Cruz. And I think the answer will give me the combination for a case I found in room 509. I could use your help with it, though.
Oh, God, I hate riddles. Well, let's hear it. Which part is causing you trouble?
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Do you know what this could mean?
You said Mrs. Beaumont wrote the riddle, right?
Yeah, but I have no idea what her favorite bar is.
I think I do.
Really? How?
That's a story for another time. But if I had to bet, I'd put my money on the white cat.
The white cat.
And she has a cat.
I think I get it.
Well, that wasn't too hard, was it? Is there anything else?
Here's another one. Her alliterative name will surely take you back.
Alliterative what now? Andrew, you're a nerd. What's alliterative?
Hey, just because I read books doesn't mean I know everything. Okay. It's a series of words that start with the same sound or letters.
Thank you, darling. Did you get that, Bean?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I think I know what to do.
You do?
I think
Great.
so.
Anything else I can help you with?
No.
No, that's all. Thank you.
They
Don't
have-
mention it. I'm just glad I could be of some help. Call me after you've opened that case.
Will do.
You know I will.
Okay. So there's that cat collar here. Oh. Hello? We got stuck. Just want this cat collar. There we go.
A cat named Greta. G.R. A cat named
Okay, so we've got
Greta.
GR.
G.R. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
There was theater. No. There's got to be something.
Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S.
Oh, so we have it then. So it's Gris. Okay. We need to put all the letters back and close this up. We need to take that key. So it's going to be Gris. Okay, let's hope. Gris. Oh, it's IS. Duh. There we are. Yay! Don't know where I got the A from. Okay, what's in here? A typewriter. Okay.
That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella?
Dear Marcelo, or should I say, you know, I prefer a good old crime story, but last week I came upon a romance novel with an intriguing title, and they were roommates. I bought it on the impulse at a train station and read it from cover to cover during the journey. Can you imagine my surprise when I recognized our story? You may have changed the names and locations, but all of our moments are there. Our endless discussions in the dorm room, our first date at the theatre, our trip to Quebec City. You often said writers are thieves, but I never fully understood until now. It has been almost 10 years since I received your last letter, the letter that painted our relationship as nothing more than a summer fling at first. I could not believe you had written those words. Then I waited in vain for your answer and had to accept your love for me had never been real. Aww. For many years I was broken-hearted, angry, confused. I questioned the nature of our feelings, of our attraction, and made many wrong decisions. But this book, your book, am I foolish to think it's proof you really love me? In any case, I hope you are well, and I am happy to see you accomplish your dream of being a writer. Cinnamont. Oh, I can't speak French.
Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice.
I didn't expect you to reply to my letter, but I am happy to see I was wrong. Your words have comforted me in a time of great distress. If only Lewis was half the man you say Hector is. He has quite a temper and hits me frequently. I am willing to put up with it as long as he doesn't hurt Michael. But there are some days when it becomes almost unbearable. The other day I dreamt of our first date. We were watching The Postman Only Rings twice again. But suddenly we were in the movie. You were Lana Turner and I was John Garfield, and we both plotted to kill my husband. I hate to admit it, but I almost hope it was premonitory. To answer your question, I do still have our box. My brother is currently in Atlanta for work, and I was thinking of going to see him with Michael next month. If you are able to meet me there, we could open the box together and laugh at our silly little things, silly things we thought important all those years ago. I hope to hear from you soon. A. P.S. Do you remember that secret language we invented? Oh, Sister Miller couldn't believe the notes we passed during her class. I still do. Aww.
There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet.
You don't think? Okay, we got more. You know, I prefer a good old crime. Yeah, we read that.
I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed.
Thank you for sending me a signed version of your latest novel. I think it's your greatest work yet, but I do have a few comments to help make the next one even better. First, I believe Rose should be more concerned with what she deserves than what her husband deserves. He may not deserve the pain she will cause by leaving him, but they both deserve to be happy, and they won't be as long as they remain together, as long as she doesn't listen to her own needs. Also, I think it would be great if the next novel ended on a more passive note. Imagine if Rose left her husband and rode into the sunset with Eve. Imagine if they went to New York or Los Angeles, someplace where people like us are tolerated. Imagine if they got to have their happy ending. It would be the best story ever. I hope you'll consider it. Aww. I know you said invisibility protects us, but don't you just wish to be seen sometimes? Would you like people to know you were Bridget Boswell? To recognize you on the street, to recognize you for your work? Why not publish your next novel under your own name?
Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
Aww. I left the house, I left Lewis. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't lie anymore. How do you do it? How do you manage to live in a double life, to hide your work and your novels from your husband? I had so much less to hide, and yet Michael and I are staying at the Clarington Hotel until we find a place to stay and the divorce is done. I don't know how long it will take. Could you come and see me in Montreal? I really need you by my side now. P.S. I wouldn't put it past Lewis to score every hotel guest book in the region looking for me under his surname, so I've registered under the name Beaumont. Is that all now?
There's a lot of stuff in here.
Really?
I don't think I've looked at everything yet.
There's more?
After all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected.
Dear Marcella, although you don't know me, I think I can safely say I'm your biggest fan. Your novels have literally changed my life. After the war, I spent almost 10 years in a psychiatric hospital because of panic attacks. None of the treatments was working, and I wasn't getting any better. I became friends with one of the nurses who started lending me books so I could pass the time. I didn't really like the first one, but then I picked up Bridget Boswell's first novel, your novel. I had never read such a beautiful love story. It almost brought tears to my eyes. I immediately urged the nurse to get me more of your books. Believe it or not, the more I read them, the less panic attacks I had. The doctor thought it was their new medicine finally working, but I knew the truth. Your novels gave me courage to get in contact with Lindsay, a friend from the war. I had always felt for him, the same way your characters feel for each other, but I had never dared telling him. Now I have, thanks to you. The thought of seeing him again is what motivates me to get better and leave the hospital. I hope to hear back from him soon. After my discharge, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I've discovered Bridget was a paradome, so tracking you down took longer than I thought. Fortunately, I am very patient and resourceful man, and I never gave up. Do you think we could meet? I have more to tell you, Paul.
I'm glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to.
They do. Thank you for answering my letter. I realize now how unsettling it must have been for you. Please forgive me for tricking your editor into giving me your address. I know I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to thank you as well for your encouraging words concerning Lindsay. I still haven't heard from him, and I'm starting to fear I might have the wrong address. I wish I could take the train to Virginia, but that's not an option right now, as I can barely pay the rent. I guess I will have to find a job. As a kid, I dreamt of being an actor, a Hollywood star. I know it's a foolish dream, but what else can I do? What am I good at? I've tried getting some odd jobs already, but employers turn me down as soon as they learn where I've spent the last 10 years of my life. If it continues like this, I probably end up on the streets like so many of my army buddies. Why am I even telling you this? After reading your books, I'm getting to know you through them. I tend to forget. I'm only a stranger to you. I hope you don't mind. You seem to be a good listener, and I've been feeling rather lonely ever since I left the hospital. Anyway, please tell me more about your life. And do not hesitate to write long letters. I must have read your previous one 1,000 times already, Paul.
An advance on my salary. So Marcella hired you. But what for?
I've just received a letter from Lindsay's mother. She told me that he died. Oh no. Words cannot even begin to describe how empty I feel. He died 2 years ago before I even sent my first letter. He will never know my feelings for him, and I will never know if he could have loved me back. I guess I should have known this would end in pain, just like your novels. I wish I had Lindsay's ability to find beauty everywhere. Even during the war, amidst the death and chaos, he would marvel at the forest of Germany, at the sun, the birds. He loved birds so much. He could identify them just by listening to their story, to their song, sorry. I have to admit, your proposition, took me by surprise. I was hesitant to leave home at first. I was afraid to miss Lindsay's answer, but now there's nothing keeping me here. I'm desperate for anything that will help me forget the pain, but I don't have enough money to make it to Texas. Do you think I could get an advance on my salary? In spite of everything, I'm really excited to know I finally meet you, Paul. Is that everything? Yeah.
So,
That's so sad.
let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
Ooh.
I wonder what's in it.
We could open it.
I mean, that's kinda illegal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, too late. I've always known I would end up in prison one day.
Oh dear, that's funny.
So?
It's 3 train tickets. And, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
California.
Well, it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah. But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
Marcel
I
hired him?
think Marcella hired him. I found some letters Paul wrote to her. He said that her proposition took him by surprise, and that he'd need an advance on his salary.
What did she hire him for? To investigate her own affair?
I'm not sure. I didn't find the letter he was replying to.
And why did he have those pictures of you anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess on the other side of the door.
What about you? Who is Beth Lambert when no one's looking?
I like to think that with me, what you see is what you get. But maybe an extra Snoopy super sleuth could uncover a few more layers. Maybe ones I didn't even know I had.
Challenge accepted.
Come see me when your shift ends, all right? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
Love it.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
Okay, are we towards the end of the game? So what is the rest of my tasks? Close everything up. Throw that away. Make sure the room is tidy. Can we close this? Yeah. I don't want people thinking that we were here, right? Don't know what that is. Yeah, we can't throw someone's lipstick away, can we? Can we get this? No, we can't throw that away yet. Oops. Close. Wait, did we need to clean in here? No. Mirror? Here we go. We need to clean the mirror. Thought it was a bit dirty. I think we are all done. What the? What the hell? Who's that? Don't touch the body. Sophie, don't touch.
Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
Thank you for reporting that guest's unacceptable behavior. We will look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you that we cannot divulge a guest's personal information, regardless of that guest's behavior. As I am sure you will understand, we are very concerned with our guest's privacy, and our staff prides itself on its discretion. Please contact us should the guests bother you again. Yours sincerely, Bernard, hotel manager.
Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him?
Oh my god. Anything else? We're supposed to... Well, I'm not going to throw anything away. It's evidence for a start. Think this is going to be a longer episode. I'm intrigued now. I'm going to just like walk all over everything. Oh my god. It's his camera. I really don't think we should be touching all of this stuff. Yeah, because we couldn't get here before, could we? What's that down there?
Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator, to help her with research for her novel.
I'm sorry to hear you are in such dire situation. You seem to possess a lot of useful skills, and it's a shame employers cannot see past your medical history, but don't despair. I have been writing novels for almost 8 years now. My publisher takes most of the sale revenue, but I will still be able to collect a substantial sum of money over the years. Now I would like to use that money to hire you. I am getting tired of romance novels, and I am thinking of branching into crime fiction. As a sort of research, I would like you to follow me around town and take notes of my comings and goings. I am aware this is a very unusual job, but considering you were able to track me down, I believe you would make a great private detective. In addition to your salary, I would cover all work-related expenses, and you would, of course, be the first to read the manuscript once I've finished.
Paul really got into his role.
I hope spying on me isn't providing too exhausting. You really inspire me so far, and I already have tons of ideas. The trench coat you bought were a nice touch. You look straight out of a film noir. I also noticed you started smoking. It's probably another way for you to get into character, but maybe that's pushing it a little too far. You know best, of course, but don't pick up drinking next. At this rate, I should be able to start writing in 2 or 3 weeks. Thanks again, M.
He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research.
Paul, why did you follow me to Montreal? As I already told you, I am not required your services anymore. I am starting to worry you are taking your role a bit too seriously. Are you not a real detective? You have to let go. You're not a real detective. You have to let go. Oh dear.
Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
Bless him. Montreal's much bigger than I had expected. Big city always makes me feel lonely, and that feeling was only celebrated this morning by the fact that everybody around me was speaking a language I could not understand. I bought an English-French dictionary at the train station, but I didn't think I need it after all. English speaking seems more common in the downtown area, thank God. The hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcel enter the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today's Valentine's Day. Hector and her were gone in a flash, and I was left feeling more alone than ever, wishing Lindsay was here with me, hoping Helping Marcella out these past weeks have been a great distraction, but it still hurts so much every time I think about him. I had hoped the pain would have gone by now. I'll probably need a double dose of Milton to sleep tonight.
So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away. That's why he was observing us.
Today I wanted to follow Marcella and Hector out of the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I tried taking a cab, and that's when I realized I was all out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment, and the hotel room was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my victory medal instead. It was hard letting it go after so many years, and yet it also felt strangely liberating. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't be holding on to the past so much. To fight boredom until Marcella and Hector return, I started looking at the hotel staff. I heard Andrew and Beth at the reception desk discussing books and movies. They both seem like nice people. I wish I had found the courage to join their conversation. When you look at people all day and they never look back, you start feeling invisible. I noticed that Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning the 5th floor, seemed to share an interest in other people's lives. Maybe I should try talking to her.
Paul was hiding out right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night?
Who's sneaking out their room every night? The question has been driving me crazy since the first night at the hotel. So together I decided to investigate. I found a hidden spot near the ice machine with a nice view of the whole corridor. My camera was all ready, but there's been no movement for at least 3 hours, and I'm fighting not to fall asleep. No need for Milton tonight. I thought being a detective would be more exciting. Maybe Marcella's right. Maybe it's time to let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504.
I woke around 9:30 a.m. and realized I had fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to get back to my room when the guest from room 507 came to sit on one of the chairs close by. She's been there ever since, and I don't dare leave my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guests from 507 at around 9:45. Apparently she told Hector she didn't love him anymore, and he's now convinced she's been cheating on him. That explains why he assaulted me out of the blue yesterday evening and accused me of having an affair with his wife. The guest of 507, I've learnt her name is Anne, has just said she might have an idea on how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. The longer I wait, the more awkward it would be when I come out. Maybe I should. Oh. What's this? Cigarettes. Okay, I think that's everything around here. I don't want to be walking through everything. Can we go in there?
Is anyone in?
Suitcase?
Hello? I need help. Hello? Is anyone in?
regretful for the line of communication. Our client and your neighbour, the owner of 8332 Street, has been doing a sense of the many attempts to reach out. Collect debt. Yeah. We've read that already. I need to use the phone. We need to ring. This is going to be a longer episode, but I'm really into this now. I need to play it.
No answer. Beth must be busy trying to restore the power in the lobby.
Oh. Is there any way we can do that? Can't we just call the police or something? Can we get down any stairs? Or isn't there any stairs at all? Is there anything we can do in here? Screwdriver.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. It's too big.
Okay, let's find something
I guess I'll need
pointier.
something pointier.
So we need to find something for this. I was only guessing about this. Anything pointier. This? No. Oh dear, sorry about that. Is there anything in anybody's room? I don't think there will be, will there? Need something very pointy, please. I don't know what we're doing, but we need something pointy. In here? No, we can't do anything with that. 509, you got anything pointy? Like a knife or something? Pen?
This can wait.
We don't want that, I just need something pointy. Oh, what's that? No? See if we can get anything. What about the key that we made? Anything in here that can be pointy? So the only thing I could think of is that key that we made that out of plaster. So we can't exactly keep that in there, can we? Can we grab it? Yes. Let's see if we can use this.
It's too big.
No, it's only going to let us use the
Guess I'll need
screwdriver.
something pointier.
That's a shame.
Hello? I need help. Okay.
Oh, ice
This looks
pick.
like something I can use to open the fuse box.
Ice pick, of course. That's quite clever. I didn't need to pick up these keys after all, but at least they know we haven't got our one that we made. Ice pick, get down. There we are.
It's too big. That worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back.
15, 20. How am I supposed to know what these are? Is that a blown one? Okay, so
How does Eugene do this again? Fuses. I probably need new fuses. Yes,
there's
this is what I
one.
need.
Okay, so if that's type A, I don't know how much. I don't know if they're right or type G. Okay, I see. So that'd be S. Yeah. No? G? Oh, okay, we're supposed to screw it in? I gotcha. Okay, and then 15 would be type A. Is it doing it? Come on. There we go. I had to do it up. I was doing it around then.
No power. I think I need to change all of the blown fuses.
So this one is blown too. So that
How
would
does Eugene do
be
this again? Fuses. I probably need new
30.
fuses.
Yeah. So I need to
How
find
does Eugene do
a
this
G.
again? Fuses. I probably need new
Is
fuses.
that it? That one there. Is that the last one I need? Nope, wrong one. There we go. There we are. We did it. We did it. Okay, now can we ring Beth? She's not answering. Do we just pull the body and go downstairs? Why can't we just call the police?
Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back.
I don't think there is anything we've forgotten apart from putting this key away. Can we, like, drop it? I want to see if we can put... Looks like we can't. I think we should just leave. I don't think we've forgotten anything. We've done everything we can. So let's go. Poor guy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Obviously, we're going to get done for moving the body, but we had no stairs to go down, so... Okay, someone has to be here to talk to. So you're gonna ring the police, yeah?
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
Okay. So we just gotta wait now.
Is this the brochure Beth was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne? So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector part of their plan? Why does the VIP want to meet with Paul? Maybe he fell for his role-playing and wants to hire him as a private investigator.
Discharge previous instructions. Our guest has expressed the desire to meet the guest from room 505. I cannot fathom what such an illustrious man wants from such a freak. Why do they call him a freak? But if you see him, please direct him towards my office.
Bernard really wants Paul out of the hotel.
So what are you trying to say? Bernard killed him? I have heard more reports of the guest of 505 and his strange behaviour, following people around, spying on guests, etc. As you are all aware, we have a very prestigious guest in our room 602, and I would hate for his stay to be distinguished establishment to be tarnished because of some other undesirable guests. Inform the guest of 505 that he must vacate his room as soon as possible. Invent an excuse if you have to. Also note that from now on, our if you can pay, you can stay policy no longer applies. Guests who do not fit a hotel basically has to leave. That's rude. There's Beth.
Oh, hey you. Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
You don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Oh, merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint. Have you called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
I don't think so.
What about Paul? He and Hector were caught fighting.
The cops will want to talk to you. Know what you've seen. You need to be careful about what you tell them. If word of Anne and Marcella's affair gets out, they may put a label on them that will really hurt them. It might not even matter in the end if they did it or not.
What are you saying?
It's just... cops like to go after people who are different. People like Anne, like Marcella, like me. You know, I was barely 20 when I was shoved into a police car for just hanging out with people who made me feel like I wasn't so messed up after all.
What? Where did that happen?
At the White Cat. It's supposed to be a safe space, but it gets raided by cops every now and then. I know Anne was caught at least once, too.
Wait, you know her?
Yeah, that's how I knew the answer to the riddle. I've never talked to her, but I've seen her a few times. Marcella and her, they're just like me.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you.
Aww.
I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to be more than just friends, Sophie.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes!
Yeah. I'd like that too.
Oh, definitely.
That's... That's great. The police is here. Just be mindful of what you tell them, okay?
Yeah.
Will do.
Yeah, of course.
Hooray, Beth. Yay. I guess if we chose, is it Andrew? No, Elliot. I can't remember his name now. The other guy to be our confidant that we talked to, then we might have got with him at the end.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now.
Sorry, sir.
I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
Use an
No,
ice pick.
I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
Don't know what this means.
No. No, nothing.
That's weird. It sure looks like someone poked around the crime scene. Oh well. We'll know more once the fingerprint analysis comes in.
Oops.
Won't we? So, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact
Maybe I
words.
should have told him that we touched stuff.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I've been snooping around the guests' rooms.
I didn't think you'd admit it.
You knew already?
We've found pictures of you snooping around.
Oh.
Now, unless you want me to arrest you for violating your guests' privacy, I suggest you tell me everything you know.
All right.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
I don't really know anything. She just looks like a loving, caring wife.
Really? That's odd, because we learned a lot about Mrs. Cruz when we went through her room. And let's just say that loving, caring wife are not the first words that would come to mind.
Oh?
She's a lesbian, involved in some sordid affair with the guest from room 507, Mrs. Beaumont. Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
What do you mean?
No.
I'm asking if you've seen them being, intimate.
No, I haven't. No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
Take a stand, deny.
No, I didn't hear any of that. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, I'm sure you are. But we're not quite done yet, Miss Roy. We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
He spent some time in a psychiatric hospital after the war. That's when he got into Mrs. Cruz's novels, and they really helped him.
Yes, I already know about his time in a madhouse. We called the place and they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but...
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
No, nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and...
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
Don't think we did we?
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry, Miss Roy, but I just don't believe you. I think you know more than you've let on.
Can I please leave?
You
We
can.
heard, but we didn't see it
But
ourselves.
you'd better stay in town. I'm sure I'll have more questions for you very soon.
So we heard, because if I remember, they were saying about the Valentine Ball that there was some argument, but we didn't see it.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough. The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it
You
ever
go that
It'll
way?
probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job.
Oh,
but
no.
other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
Are we gonna get fired?
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, you'd be right about that. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here.
Oh my god.
It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
I'm
You
quitting.
can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
You can't expect somebody to go there if they don't want to be there. And when they're so rude anyway and just fired like Beth, no way.
Hey,
Hey.
what a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I appreciate the solidarity, but you really didn't have to do that.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
Well, I'm not one bit worried about you. I know you'll be just fine.
Yeah, I do have a cat-like ability to land on my feet.
And think of all the good times you'll have away from Bernard.
I'll miss annoying him. He turns into a particular shade of red that only I can get out of him. But no, you're right. It's time for new challenges. I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd.
Yes.
Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too.
Oh, kiss.
Can I?
Kiss me?
Yes.
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, so cute.
That was...
I know.
That is a screenshot right there. Okay, I don't want to lie like Anna Marcella. What do you think happened to our guests?
I've been thinking about Anna and Marcella a lot.
Should I be jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what they went through. How they had to lie and pretend. Day after day. How they had to live someone else's life for 10 years before they could finally be with each other. I don't think I could do that.
Well, I have good news for you, Bean. Times are changing. It's already started elsewhere, and it will get here eventually. One day, all the Annes and Marcellas of the world will live happily together, and no one will give a damn.
I really hope that's true.
It is
It
true.
will be.
Wonder who did the killing though, who it actually was. So they charged all three of them. Oh no. Oh. I tried to deny and keep them out of their business and everything. I guess I failed that. Oh no, he's had to go back to his dad. I feel like I messed up. VIP only. You chose stand up to Bernard and quit, but now you have nowhere. Oh dear. I just got that achievement. I'd rather stand up to somebody. All's well that ends while you completed the game. Oh, look at them. Sophie Victoria Diamond. Andrew, that was his name. I couldn't think of it before. It was Andrew, yeah. That we could have had the other. We could have chose him or Beth, couldn't we? But I really liked that game. I really could not stop playing that. So yeah, as you can see, it's definitely a longer episode, but I don't want to cut it in two or anything like that. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I'm glad that we finished it. So if you really liked it as much as I did, please hit that like button and please subscribe if you are new here. But until next time, take care and bye for now.